Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is Real Talk with Coach Shwrri. I'm going to make this quick because I'm out and about. It's a Saturday. All my kids are home. They all want to do things, and I just have to hurry up and get home. But I just really wanted to make this video because I literally gave myself a 24-hour window before making this video. I just wanted to see if I was still feeling the same way that I did yesterday regarding this situation. So my youngest of three, she plays basketball, and my kids have all played sports forever. I played sports forever. My husband played sports even longer because he played professionally for 10 years. So in saying that, I've been around a lot of different arenas. And what I've been noticing these past couple of years is that when we play predominantly Black schools, they have the cops there suited and booted. And we played the rival team last night. All four teams won on my daughter's side, JV boys and girls, varsity boys and girls, and it was amazing. The game is always sold out when they play each other, and that one of the reasons is because some of the high schools in Charlotte, North Carolina are built utilizing the plans that they used in the 1950s in Southern California, and so those high school campuses are walking campuses, and a lot of the classrooms are outside, like not that they're outside, but you have to walk outside to get to the class, and the campus is kind of spread out a little bit, and those gyms on those types of campuses tend to be tiny. I mean, so small, you would think you were in the 1950s. Like, you wouldn't believe how small these gyms are. They have about 5 or 6 rows for the bleachers and rows up, and the bleachers are all wood, uncomfortable, no heat, no air condition. It's just a gym, period. They're not even extra long or wide. You're right there on the court, basically. So they fill up quickly, especially when there's a rival team playing. And I was just like looking yesterday because I had been thinking about this, just being observant, realizing when we don't play a predominantly Black school that the security is not on fleek like it is or like it was last night. And it's really disheartening because my question, especially because I'm going to share a picture of one of the cops and how laden down he was with artillery. I mean, he had on a bulletproof vest. He had ammunition, or I don't even know what the things were that were stuck in his vest. He had guns on his hip. He had a gun strap on his leg on the outside of his pants with a gun in it. Like, what are you guys expecting? I was thinking, do I need to know something? What was the pre-game meeting like? Are they expecting something to jump off? Just because it's a lot of Black people in one space does not mean that there's always going to be any danger or anything happening that's terrible. I felt really bad, especially for our young people that were seeing that, because it's almost putting out that message that when all of you are together, bad things will happen. And if bad things will happen, we ready. Booted and suited, we're ready. And that's not, we're just looking for good, clean fun, a good time. Yeah, it might be a little bit of junk talking, but if other adults who are clearly at the game too can't, help dilute those types of situations, then who are we really as adults? It was crazy because for real, when we play other teams that are predominantly the other way, I sometimes feel some kind of way because the parents are very aggressive towards us in many cases, and it's unwarranted. And it's often because maybe we're beating them, or they feel like the refs aren't calling it fair, and they get real hostile and loud. And the only security there is typically like mall cop type security. And if you're a mall cop, I'm not knocking you at all. But, I'm talking about like the school security that maybe only has a pepper spray or something. Never a whole fleet of cops and their cars parked out front like we ready. There literally was at least 2 cops at each entryway into the gym. We're sitting there, and they didn't show up until the varsity girls game started. When it was a JV, it was just regular. The gym was filled because everyone knows the games sell out, so they get there early. But once the JV girls was warming up, you see the cops rolling in. And I'm just like, what did, is there an alert? Is there a situation? Do we maybe need to evacuate? Because why are y'all here? Did y'all get a call? Is there a bomb gonna be? They looking for something? Like, what's going on? I'm trying to understand, especially with the climate that we're in right now, especially here in Charlotte, North Carolina, where, you know, we have a problem. And it's trickling into every area: economics, workforce, you know, so community. It's really not good. Now, my thing is, okay, fine. If you really think that the cops needed to be there in full force like that, why couldn't the cops at least be more sociable? You know, say hello, not look like they in the National Guard securing the grave of the unknown soldier at the Arlington Cemetery. You know, not looking at you, not blinking, just looking straight ahead, or just focus. Why couldn't they maybe do a raffle during halftime? Say, you know, walk through the crowds and tell some people, like, shake men's hands. You know, why couldn't they be more personable if they were going to be there like that? I'm trying to understand. And for real, if they're saying that it's a hazard because they don't know what can happen with us being in such close proximity with, you know, all those people, then why can't the police department take some of the funding that they get every year and get a gym, you know, rent a gym out for us or for that school, for those schools when they play each other, so that they do have more room? Of course, the schools don't have budgets for that. So why don't the police take some of their money and put it towards that? Like, okay, we know these schools are rival schools. They both have tiny gyms. Whenever they play, it's always a problem because everyone can't get in. Now, the problem comes when parents can't come in to see their children. Yeah, I'm sure there's some irate parents out there, because I was feeling some kind of way at first last year when I couldn't get into the gym. I didn't go off like that or anything, but you know, you feel like, wait a minute, my child is playing. What do you mean I can't go to the game? I'm here an hour early. How is it sold out? Why didn't I get that memo? So why don't they take their money, whatever it costs, it's probably not even that much really, and rent like a Johnson C. Smith University's basketball court, or even a UNCC. We don't need that large court, but they have multiple courts there that possibly can be used that will accommodate more people than the high schools can. You know, that would be something great. And we will let them know this was sponsored by the police. I think that would be a great contribution for us and for the community. Just being there like that, it was so intimidating. You know, are we supposed to go to a recreational function and be intimidated with no cause, no reason? That's my question. You know, if you've experienced anything like this, you know, I don't know where you live, but if you have, please leave a comment below. I'm just really trying to understand. I was hoping that I had a different take on it today. Like I said, I try to give myself a 24-hour window, because it's just like anything else. You don't want to jump off right at that moment because you may be overthinking or not really viewing it in its real state. But I'm still feeling the same kind of way. So I'm definitely going to have conversations about this when I get an opportunity, maybe to speak to someone on the police force, the chief of police, as well as the principal of the high school, because someone said it may not be the police that had, you know, called for this, but it may have been the principal. My thing is, where was the principal? The principal wasn't even at the game. And so how does the principal know what really happens during those games? Why would the principal even put their students in that line of fire, or even the parents? I'm not saying the line of fire like the police was shooting, because trust me, I know there are a ton of great cops out there. I have great cops in my family. I am not mad at them at all. I applaud the jobs that they do and putting themselves in, you know, situations that could potentially be risky. But when it comes to something like this, where it's just families, babies of all ages, you know, men, women, children, everyone just getting together to support the young ones in their families. You know, that's the only reason why I was there, to support my daughter, not to cause any harm. Like, why is that the assumption? It should not be. You know, yeah, the kids are there. They trying to profile and everything. That's what young teenagers do. But should they feel intimidated because of that? Whew. Whew. At any rate, you guys, I'm sorry if this sounded like a rant. I really wanted to get this out. I did record a video last night and I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna post that one. So I wanted to do it again. I'm sorry, I have gum in my mouth too, but I really wanted to share this. And thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you to my new subscribers. You know, my real talk is really more about workforce development, and workforce development, it just embraces a lot of different things. So you'll find a lot of different things. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. If you feel the need to share it with someone that may have been experiencing this too, I definitely encourage you to do that. And stay tuned for more videos. I really appreciate all of you for taking the time out to watch. And until we speak again, please stay safe.